Have you ever stood at a crossroads in your life and felt completely lost? Like no matter what you chose, you would lose something you loved. 5,000 years ago, on a battlefield in ancient India, one of the greatest warriors who ever lived felt exactly that. His hands were shaking, his bow slipped from his fingers, and he sat down and wept. What happened next? The conversation that followed in that chariot changed the world forever. It is called the Bhagavad Gita, and today we begin to explore it together. The name Bhagavad Gita comes from Sanskrit, one of the oldest languages ever spoken. Bhagavad means of God, of the divine. Gita means song. So the Bhagavad Gita simply means the song of God, not a song you sing with your voice, but a song of wisdom, a song of truth spoken from the divine, directly to a broken human being in his darkest moment. It is part of one of the longest epic poems ever written, called the Mahabharata. The Mahabharata tells a story of two branches of the same royal family, the Pandavas and the Kauravas, who go to war over a kingdom. The Bhagavad Gita happens right at the start of that war, before a single arrow is fired. In the silence between two armies, a conversation begins. Scholars believe it was written between 2,000 and 3,000 years ago, and yet, when you read its words, they feel as if they were written for your life, for the exact struggle you are facing today. That is its power. Now let us meet the two people at the heart of this story. The first is Arjuna. Arjuna is a warrior, one of the greatest archers who ever lived. He has trained his entire life for battle. He is brave. He is skilled. He is respected by everyone who knows him. But on this day, standing between two armies, Arjuna looks across the battlefield and he sees his cousins, his teachers, his grandfather, his closest friends, all of them on the other side. All of them ready to fight him. His body begins to shake, his mouth goes dry, his famous bow, the Gandiva, slips from his hands and Arjuna says, "O Krishna, I do not want victory. I do not want a kingdom. I do not want pleasures. What is the point of winning if the price is the blood of the people I love?" He sits down. He covers his face. This is where the Bhagavad Gita begins. Not with triumph, not with glory, but with grief, with confusion, with the most human feeling in the world, not knowing what to do. The second character is Krishna. Krishna is Arjuna's charioteer, his closest friend, his guide. But Krishna is far more than a friend. In Hindu tradition, Krishna is an avatar, a divine being who has taken human form to walk among humanity. And when Arjuna breaks down, Krishna does not say, "Stop crying and be a man." He does not offer empty words of comfort. He does not look away. Instead, very quietly, he begins to teach. For the next 18 chapters, across 700 verses, Krishna speaks to Arjuna about the deepest questions a human being can ever ask. Who are you, really? Not your name, not your body, not your job or your history or your fears. Who are you beneath all of that? What happens when we die? Is there something that continues? Something that was never born and can never be destroyed? What is your purpose in this life? And how do you find the strength to keep going when everything feels impossible? These are the questions at the heart of the Bhagavad Gita, and Krishna answers every single one. You might be thinking, this is an ancient text from another time in another culture. What does it have to do with my life? Everything. Because the questions Arjuna asked on that battlefield are the same questions you face every single day. What should I do with my life? How do I deal with people who hurt me? How do I act with integrity when everything around me feels chaotic? How do I find peace when my mind will not stop? Mahatma Gandhi, the man who freed an entire nation without firing a single shot, called the Bhagavad Gita his spiritual dictionary. He read it every single day of his life. He said it gave him the strength to keep going, even when everything seemed hopeless. The Gita has moved the hearts of philosophers, scientists, leaders, and ordinary people across every culture for thousands of years. Not because it belongs to one religion or one people, but because it speaks to something universal, the part of every human being that is searching for meaning, for peace, for truth. In this channel, we are going to walk through the Bhagavad Gita together, not as scholars, not as priests, just as human beings, curious, open, and searching. One teaching at a time, one question at a time. We will not rush, and together, we will discover what this ancient wisdom has to say about your life, about your purpose, about your struggles, about who you truly are beneath everything. Because 5,000 years ago, a broken man on a battlefield asked the same questions you are asking today, and he received answers that changed everything. Those answers are waiting for you too. This is just the beginning. If this spoke to you, subscribe, because next week, we go deeper. We enter the battlefield together, and we ask the question that starts it all. Why did Arjuna break down? And what can his grief teach us about our own?